Hello friends, my name is Nikhil and I welcome you to my channel. I've loved playing games since I was a kid, and my world basically revolves around games since I can sort of relate every year of my life with one game that totally defined it, as well as the fact that I'm a game developer. Over the years I've played many games and I've had some really special memories attached with some of them. So I would like to take this chance to talk about my top 10 favorite games of all time. Let's begin. This is going to be exciting. Alright, so also I'll be doing another list of top 25 of my most favorite games on my birthday coming next year. That is on 31st March 2019. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out my top 25 picks. So without further ado, let's begin. On the 10th spot is Mass Effect 2. This game by Bioware is an absolute masterpiece. I've played this game in around 2012 and was absolutely flabbergasted by its sheer brilliance. What is more interesting is that every action you take in this game shapes your storyline differently. In fact, every action you take matters, and the game offers you with an extremely flexible way of being either morally right or wrong. You have to face consequences for all your actions. I found that extremely interesting about this game. Also, the fact that all the decisions that you make in Mass Effect 1 have major consequences in Mass Effect 2 as well as in Mass Effect 3. So this game is sort of a trilogy. Mass Effect 1, 2, 3. It's a continuous story, and each and every decision you make lasts with you throughout all the three games. So I found that really amazing. On 9th spot is Rash. Of course, this game stays a classic in every 90s kid's memory. I basically grew up with this game. I remember this game was so popular back in my childhood days that almost wherever I could find a computer, this game was already there. It was an absolute joyride to play this game and unlock different bikes and use cheat codes. Remember XYZZY SPOON Shift+1? Road Rash was amazing. Like there's no doubt that if you have played this game, it will be etched in your memories forever. On 8th spot is Midtown Madness. This was another classic in every 90s kid's memory. This game had a lot of game modes, but perhaps my favorite mode was its cruise mode. To just pick up a car and drive through Chicago City while listening to my favorite songs in the background was an absolutely amazing experience for me. 7th spot goes to Rollercoaster Tycoon 2. This game will be forever special in my memories as one of the most social experiences for myself, primarily because I used to play this game with a bunch of my school friends. We used to gather together at one of our friends' place and start building the park of our dreams. Even when I wasn't playing with friends, I remember spending countless number of hours perfecting the economy of my park and registering profits. It was the first game that gave me a taste of entrepreneurship in a way. On 6th spot is God of War 3. So I had not played earlier God of War games, however I had heard a great deal of good things about the franchise, but I was a bit skeptical about playing a linear narrative, so wasn't sure if I'd actually enjoy this button mashing experience. But when I did start playing this game, I simply couldn't put the controller down. I still have to play God of War 4 though. Any which ways, I have made a separate video and a podcast dedicated for God of War 3. So be sure to check that out. On number 5th spot is Uncharted 2. Uncharted 2 was a great experience for me because of its rich environments. The game is so good looking that it felt almost as if I was journeying with Nathan Drake, the protagonist of the game. Solving puzzles, collecting artifacts, and exploring about history made this game extremely interesting. The rich graphics of this game kept me hooked on to it, but unfortunately all good things come to an end, right? This game is a linear experience, and so after the game was over, I felt very empty. Number 4th spot goes to Far Cry 3. I played Far Cry 3 very late, I think around 2014. Before this, I didn't have a good PC that could support this game, so as soon as I bought a new laptop with my first earnings, this was the game I knew I had to play. And so began my quest as Jason Brody in the dense forests of Rakia to liberate the island. The villain of this game is truly a masterpiece. Vas was a highly philosophical maniac, and his quote on insanity still sends chills down my spine in the way he said it.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Scary guy. Number 3rd spot goes to The Last of Us. The Last of Us was an emotional journey for me. I cried right in the first 15 minutes of the game. I've also dedicated an entire video and a podcast for this game, so check that out to understand my fascination for this game and what I learned from it. Number 2 spot goes to Red Dead Redemption. This was a game that I was waiting to play since 2008 and was the primary reason why I remember I convinced my dad to get me a PS3. It took me around 4 years to convince him to get me the console, but I was successful, and this was the first game I played on the console. I remember ever since Rockstar Games announced Red Dead Redemption, I was totally in love with the game, and I wanted to be able to play as a cowboy in the Wild West era. Before I reveal my number 1 game over here, let me mention a few honorable mentions. Eleanor Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 edition, GTA San Andreas, Batman Arkham Asylum, and Batman Arkham City. There are many more, but I will cover them in my top 25 list, so don't miss out to find that out. Anyway, so here's my number one pick for my favorite game of all time. On number one spot, I have GTA Vice City. You might be wondering why such an old game ranks so high in my list of top 10 favorite games of all time. Well, this game actually inspired me to start developing games. I have made an entire video and a podcast dedicated for this game and how it inspired me to make games. So be sure to check that out. So there you go, top 10 list of my favorite games. What are some of your favorite games? I would definitely love to know. Let me know that through your comments. So with this thought, I'll end it here. Hope you liked my 2 cents. Also, if you're a game developer, I would like to inform you that currently I'm working on writing a book that will help you market your games and thereby make money through them. So if you're interested in that, then visit www.nikmlnkr.com/books. That is nikmlnkr.com/books. You'll find an email subscribers list over there. Be sure to sign up and I will notify you whenever the book comes out. Do check out my other content on my YouTube videos and podcasts and follow me on all my social media handles. I'm available on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram with the same username everywhere, NIKMLNKR. That's it for now. This is Nikhil signing off. Naskladano.